Alright guys, here we are for another video. So here we have a 2 mana cat soldier. It's a 2 for 2 bear. Well, it's a cat, but you know what I mean. This cat bear uh, lets you activate your equip spells. It lets you activate the equip cost of your spells anytime you play instant. That's huge. For like an equipment based deck, that's really big. It just basically makes it so your opponent will never be able to have successful combat. Because as long as you have a creature on the board and some equipment, you can do all kinds of crazy blocky shenanigans, combat tricks, just very, very solid card. Next up, we have a squad captain, 5 mana. It's a it's whatever. It's not good, but it puts a counter on all your other creatures, which isn't bad, but the rate's terrible. Okay, and then we have, damn, this is probably the coolest art you could ever make for this card. Uh, this is one of the original oats. This is one of the original cycle of Kangaroo lands, um, which are basically a cycle of lands that, when they come into play, they make you bounce one of your lands back to your hand, and then you can tap them for two different mana of two different colors. This is the green red one. These I think these originally came out in Ravnica, which is like one of the very first sets I ever played. So these are very nostalgic for me. Next up we have Vengeance. I love this art. I've seen it before, and it's kind of ugly, to be honest, but there's just something kind of endearing about it. Like I love this fat boy back here that I don't know if he's dead or if he's just hanging out. This guy, I love this. Just this guy looks like I don't know. Just a fat dude that's being a soldier and he's hanging out. He's got blue shit all over his face. I don't know what's going on, but it's great art. The card itself, it's whatever. It's a sorcery speed, destroy target tap creature. Pretty bad, pretty damn bad. But I do love the card. I do love this card frame design from these older kind of same thing with here with Portal. I love these older card designs from these kind of like older Centenary sets where you could basically, oh dude, this is awesome. I love this art too. Man, I really want to pick up. So I'm sidetracking. I really want to pick up some Portal Second Age cards because I love all the cards of the guns. I mean, now we have guns all the time in Magic or more often, but this was a huge novelty for the longest time. And I just think I love the way the borders are. I love this big line here. I I don't know why. I just like it. And I also this is a sorcery, so you can't tell, but portal cards also have sword and shield on the attack and defense, and I freaking love that. I wish they I wish they would do a new treatment with the sword and shield for the attack and defense. All right, so we got crackling thirst. It's a pretty badass. Some pretty metal artwork, to be honest. 4 mana. It's a hybrid. If black was spent to play this, you may have it -3, -3. Okay, so it's one of these cards where you can do something if you spent green on it, you get to do one thing, but if you spent black on it, you get to do a different thing, and if you spent both, you get to do both. So best case scenario, this is going to give a creature you control +3/+3, and a creature your opponent controls -3/-3. Just it's a decent combat trick. It's way too much mana for a combat trick. You normally don't want your combat tricks to cost more than 1 or 2 mana. What the hell is this? Do I know this card? Do I know this card? No. Yeah. I don't think I'm more familiar with this artwork, but I'm not. This is a card I maybe have seen once or twice. Yeah. Tap mana. Each player gains control of all creatures here. Okay, that's interesting. So I mean, it's just one of those. This is one of those really kind of narrow commander cards that basically just like gives everybody their original creatures back. I mean, yeah, it's very very situational. This is cool. I love this black and white treatment. So like this horror movie treatment from that set. What's the original one look like? Yeah, yeah, it's so much better. But it's a 1/3 tap destroy tap discard a creature card, draw a card. I mean, it's just a looter. It's a looter that puts creatures in your graveyard and draws you cards. Not bad actually. Just actually pretty good. I wonder, do zombie decks use this over something like Merfolk Looter? Guys, let me know. Does anybody play this in their zombie decks? Chalice of the Void. So this is a this is a classic card here. Very very classic. Sees a lot of play. Modern, I believe. Yes, he's a lot of play in modern. Probably, maybe some legacy play. Probably. Chalice of the Void enters the battlefield with X counters on it. So it's basically a Wrath of God. So it's basically a Wrath of God where whatever you pay X into, you get to destroy everything with that mana cost. Very solid, especially in formats like modern, where the games go pretty quick, and a lot of cards tend to share the same mana value. Like modern is a format where it's full of two drops, it's full of like one drops. You know, it's very there's certain mana values that are just very very commonplace. We got this very tranquil little village. I like it. You know, it's even got the little sign that says Ian. This artwork just feels so much like something out of the Fellowship of the Rings. You know, the part in the movie or the book where like the hobbits go into that town and they hide out at the end. This just feels like that. Gain one life, or life is, oh my god, I hate the old text. You gain one life plus, you gain X plus one life, where X is the number of green creature on the battlefield. That wording just feels like a tongue twister. Um, so, you just gain life equal to the green creatures on the battlefield. Nothing really crazy. Sorcerer speed. I don't even think you would play this in like a. I don't even know if you would play this in a creature deck that wants life. I just don't even think it's that good. I think there's so many better options. Oh, dude, my man over here looks awesome. Dude, I love this art. It's so goofy but cool at the same time. So, 3 mana, flip a coin. If you win the flip, destroy all creatures with power 2 less. If you lose the flip, destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. Interesting. So I mean, like, if you don't have any creatures on the board and your opponent's got a bunch of different shit, I mean, at least you're killing something, I guess. But it, obviously you would probably play this in like your I don't know what the guy's called, but you would play this in like your flip coin decks, that let you reset your flips and all that. Glory Seeker, just a very classic like 2 drop. When's the first time this was printed? Oh my god, this was only printed in Onslaught? I thought Glory Seeker was so much older than that. I mean, Onslaught is old, I mean, but I always thought this was like all the way back to like 5th edition and shit, but interesting. That's Glory Seeker for you. This is a 2/2 bear. I love the artwork, you know. It's like great artwork that's kind of wasted on a nothing card. Alright guys, well that's it for the video.